Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be talking about the SP series of 34mm rings here. These are the 34-24s, and I'm also going to be talking about the 240mm Arca rail there, both from Sunwayfoto. The rifle you're looking at there is a CZ457 with a Zeiss S3 4-25 by 50 optic on there. I have a 55 MOA rail, and as you can tell, with that low set of rings, I can just barely sneak that optic on there, but it works well and I like it a lot. In fact, it's okay to be really close to the barrel on my NRL-22 gun here because it doesn't have a bunch of mirage and heat coming off the barrel, so it doesn't distort much. I'm not too worried about it transferring to my optic. If it was a centerfire gun, I think I probably would use some higher rings, and in fact I've reviewed higher rings from the SP series from Sunwayfoto, like the 34-28s or the 34-32s. Those are higher rings that you can get if you're worried about mirage issues, clearance issues in particular. On this particular build, I couldn't have used the low rings with my 55 MOA rail and the 56mm objective of a bigger, scope. It wouldn't have worked out that way. With this one, it works out well. All of the SP series have these bubble levels in them, which is a fantastic idea, but on the low rings, you're just going to notice that you can't really see that when you're behind the gun. That's kind of okay. It's just a nice throw-in on top of that. They're very nice rings, and I appreciate it in the higher models where I can actually see the bubble level. In my lows, not so much, but when I'm mounting the rifle, it still works out. It has a purpose. I can look in there and see if my rifle is level. It kind of works like a rail level for adding an optic, and so that works out pretty good. I just think that you're going to want higher rings if you actually need to see that bubble level. You'll notice that the hardware itself is all Allen, and these rings are spring tension. They do have a spring inside, which is very nice. The hardware itself is really good quality hardware. The coatings and everything that's going to be on these is a good quality coating as well. I found that mine are, CNC machined really nicely. They're T6061 high-grade aluminum, high-strength aluminum material, and they're Type 3 hard anodized coated, which is great, and they're black, so it fits with most of my guns. I also wanted to address the Arca rails that I use on a lot of my guns. If a gun doesn't come with an Arca rail, and you see it on my channel and I have some sort of Arca rail added to it, like the CZ457 and my other CZ457, you'll notice that I'm using the Sunwayfoto SMP-240 or the 240mm Arca rail from Sunway. And this one is a really nice design. I like them a lot. I have a lot of money sitting on that tripod right there. That's a Sunwayfoto 3640. I put a lot of trust into that. I put a lot of trust in the tripod head, and then I put a lot of trust into the actual Arca rail. And this Sunwayfoto SMP-240 is very strong. It's got 6, the M-lock lockups. It's got 6 of those fasteners, okay? And it's rock solid. It's got everything that I kind of needed to see to be able to trust it. I like where they put stainless in, some good ideas there for longevity. It does seem like it's got a really nice coating. It's not built up in different areas where it gets too thick and makes it hard to put on a bipod or slide my bipod back and forth. I don't have any of those issues. It's just machined really nicely. It's coated very, very well. Don't have any issues with it coming loose or hardware falling out. But I also use a little bit of blue Loctite on all of my lock nuts. I just do that on everything I have, especially with guns because they vibrate. Not to mention I have a lot of money, like I said, usually on top of those Arca rails and whatever it's attached to, so that might be a little tip for you, but I'll tell you that I like them a lot. It makes it very convenient for in the middle of matches, or if I'm hunting and I want to push that forward a little bit. If you just have Picatinny in one spot, you're limited to that one area, but with our Arca rail, especially a 240mm Arca rail, you can actually push it back and forth and get a little bit more comfortable or change the balance point of your rifle. So whether it's competition or hunting especially, I think it's fantastic for hunting, or a little bit of plinking and target practice. This is a really good device. They're super affordable. I discovered them on Amazon, and you can buy both of these products on Amazon right now. They are really hard to compete with for the price, and I think they bring a lot to the table. So I'm going to send you guys over there. Check them out. They have a lot more products on their webpage too that are shooting and outdoors related. Highly suggested. I'm using them. You'll see them more on my channel.